What we're facing is a plan for growth and development that's being implemented by County Council here called Vision 2020. It is a flavor or a type of smart growth legislation. And what that simply means is that a vision has been developed by planners for this area. They want to dictate how growth will occur or not occur in this area. And by that result, who will profit or not profit by that plan. And what this plan does, very simply, is to lay out a vision of this area that includes the evolution or creation of villages. They want to force all growth in this area into villages, high density, high population villages. Around these villages will be drawn what are called urban boundary zones. These urban boundary zones will delineate the village from the surrounding countryside. And those two entities, the village and the countryside, will be treated differently by this legislation. Property that is not in the village will find that its value is lessened, reduced, or eliminated. Property within the village will find that that property will gain or rise in value because that's the only place where development will be allowed to occur. Now, as an example, recently we had a resident here who put in an application to build a barber shop in his little community. He happened to own some property on the side of a highway in a rural area here. He was told that he could not. That instead, if he wanted a barber shop, he had to go into the little village nearby, or little community, it wasn't even a village, and purchase a site there or negotiate with someone who already has a site to allow him to put up a barber shop. Now, what that did was to render his property useless. The purpose in owning property is to find some way to make that property produce wealth, whether it's growing a crop or putting a small business on it. For rural people, particularly in this area, who have never had the opportunity to translate their holdings into wealth, to be told at this point that that can never happen, that they will be denied access to water and sewer, that the only place that water and sewer will be able to go will be in the villages that are designated by this plan. That's the problem. It creates a two-tiered system of people and societies here. Those who are in the village will be allowed to accumulate wealth, their property will rise in value. Those of us who are in the rural areas, who are not in the village, will find that the property values are dropping, that we're not allowed to do anything with the property, practically, that will produce any wealth. That robs these property owners of wealth. It's a takings, in my opinion, because of that.